Have you ever heard the wind scream your name in the dark? Not whisper, not sigh, but scream, as if something unseen is hunting you through the night. Imagine standing on a lonely hill, the sun gone, the path lost, and the wind howling like it's alive. Tonight, we step into a chilling story inspired by the legendary writer Ruskin Bond. A tale where courage is tested, fear breathes in the shadows, and the wind itself becomes something far more terrifying than silence. This is The Wind on Haunted Hill. This story is set in the quiet hills of rural India, where nature is beautiful but unforgiving, where the line between imagination and reality thins as darkness falls. Our story follows three siblings: Usha, the eldest, practical, cautious, and brave in her own quiet way; Somi, the middle child, curious, impulsive, always trying to prove himself; and Suresh, the youngest, small, sensitive, but surprisingly perceptive. What begins as a simple afternoon walk slowly turns into a night they will never forget. It was supposed to be a short walk. The sun was still warm, the sky clear, and the hill looked harmless enough in daylight. Don't go too far, their aunt had warned. The wind there isn't friendly after sunset. Somi laughed it off. Wind can't hurt anyone, he said, already climbing ahead. Usha hesitated. She had heard the stories, people getting lost, strange cries after dark. As they climbed higher, the trees thinned, and the wind grew louder. Not just wind, it moaned. By the time they realized the sun was sinking fast, panic crept in. The path they had followed was gone. The light faded quickly, swallowed by thick grey clouds. Suresh clutched Usha's hand. "Did you hear that?" A long, hollow woo echoed across the rocks. Somi tried to sound confident. "It's just the wind." But even he wasn't sure anymore. The wind rushed past them, violent, cold, pulling at clothes, stinging their faces. Then came the sound. Footsteps. Slow, deliberate, too heavy to be theirs. Usha froze. "Run," she whispered. They ran, heart pounding, until they stumbled into something unexpected. A cave. Dark, silent, waiting, with no other choice. They stepped inside. Inside, the cave smelled of damp earth and old stone. The wind roared outside, screaming through the rocks. Suresh whimpered. That's when they heard it. A voice. Low, close, human, but wrong. "Who's there?" Somi's courage cracked, and suddenly, a man appeared at the entrance. Tall, wrapped in a shawl. "You're safe here," he said. "The wind doesn't like visitors, but it doesn't enter caves." He gave them water, shared his fire, and slowly, the fear loosened its grip. As the storm calmed, the man explained. Travelers had feared the hill for years, not because it was haunted, but because people panicked. They heard the wind. They imagined things. "The wind feeds fear," he said, "but fear feeds itself." By morning, the hill looked ordinary again, quiet, peaceful. The man guided them down safely, and just before leaving, he smiled. "Remember," he said, "nature isn't cruel, but it demands respect." The children never forgot that night, not because of ghosts, but because they learned something deeper. Fear is powerful, but understanding is stronger. And sometimes, the most frightening things in life are only echoes of our own imagination, carried by the wind. If you enjoyed this atmospheric storytelling, please like, share, and subscribe. Tell us in the comments, do you believe Haunted Hill was truly cursed? Until next time, listen closely. The wind is always telling a story.